a lot about plumbing and water. Apparently the water was cut on without the proper procedures being followed. I don't know what exactly happened there.
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to address that in just a minute.
Okay. I'm going to give anybody an opportunity who wants to speak to do so, of course. But I'm just telling you, my understanding is that our position, which Mr. Boyette has explained previously, is that any owner of any individual unit or the homeowners association as a group at any point could arrange for a licensed qualified engineer if the individual owner or if the homeowners group believes that there's one or more units that are safe for human habitation. Just get an engineer who's qualified to say so, sign it under seal, and that would free us up to release the condemnation as to that unit or units. You see, if someone does move into a unit and it falls in, I don't know the likelihood of that, but if that should happen, then you can imagine they'll be hunting around for who can I sue and how fast can I sue them and how many people can I sue, because they let me live in a place that they knew, based upon the engineer's statement, was unsafe. The city doesn't want to be in that position of being sued. I'm sure the homeowners association doesn't want to be in that position either, although I don't speak for the homeowners association. But that's the concern, is the last thing that has happened, to my knowledge, was the engineer's opinion that it's not safe. And as long as that is the last word on the topic, I don't think the city legally can release the condemnation on the unit that the engineer hired by the homeowners association says is not safe. So,
Mayor, may I just read
Sure.
a couple of sentences from that engineering report? The Catawba Valley Engineering and Testing concluded that the health and safety of the persons living at Westwood Chateau Apartments is considered high risk. As the progression of the subsurface conditions continue, the probability of sinkhole formation is very high. Formation of the sinkhole will likely cause harm to the well-being of the residents, in addition to significant distress and or failure of the structures and any below-grade infrastructure present at the site. Catawba Valley Engineering and Testing recommends that immediate arrangements be made to remove the residents from the subject site. And as the mayor mentioned, that's the last word we have from a professional. And as has been communicated, if you wish to get a second opinion, get an engineer willing to sign and seal it with a different opinion for some or all of the units, we're pretty much bound to accept that.
Now, that's one of the things I wanted to hear, because I'm going to take your Exhibit B in your condemnation, and at the time, we were told this is the plan to put helical piers down underneath and the foundation back up, and we were told that we could not do any of this work until the dam safety order was lifted.
it's a complicated section of several parts.
Yeah, it is. It's
Told by who, Mr. Cook?
Heather and Spencer.
That was never communicated.
You never said we would have more flexibility under.
I know nothing about what the state requires as far as the dam safety order. We would have accepted any design plan, because that's the
Okay.
exact same thing that Great Meadows did and communicated.
I want to
And they
present
hired an
one then.
engineer to look at the culvert that runs under Westwood Chateau.
Yeah.
And we applied for grants and developed a work plan
Okay,
to make
well,
those repairs.
I'm talking about the foundation, I'm not talking about the culvert.
What I'm saying is, we were working with other engineers at the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
We never said that you couldn't use what you already had to apply for permits and do that work.
Okay, so we can apply for permits and start work?
Yes, if that's what if the engineer is willing to provide design drawings for that,
Okay,
absolutely.
all right.
We still need an engineer to
We got it.
declare some or all of the units safe.
Well, no, we're talking about fixing the foundation
Right.
where it's sinking.
Sure.
Because right here is the engineering plans for
Sure.
it. It is in the condemnation, so I can contact them tomorrow and we can come apply for a permit.
Absolutely. We
Okay.
need a design plan from the engineer.
All right,
But yes, if you, you have documentation that already tells you what you need to do. It's just a matter of getting the design plan and the drawings so that they can be
okay.
reviewed.
Well, we've had these designs, plans on record with the city since 9/6/18.
You have a report, we don't have plans.
Okay,
That was a recommendation of what you could
All right,
do to
I
correct that
understand.
problem.
all right. We will call them tomorrow and get that. Can I go ahead and address a couple other things while I'm
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
All right, one of the things on the water. I went out to the condos about 9:30 on a Sunday night, and the water was on to the condos. And there was a leak. One of them was damaging, two leaks actually. One was damaging the parking lot. It was running from basically the city line under the parking lot, and it was already starting to sink in that particular area. The other water was running out the wall of one of the units. So I called the city, and they said, it's not our problem. And I said, well, my understanding from my dealings in other properties is that the water lines to the meter are the city's responsibility, and anything past the meter is the owner's responsibility. Okay? Well, the second time I called them, a gentleman from the water department came out, and he explained to me that Westwood does not fall under those rules. Westwood has to run the line from the city line to each meter. Now, personally, I think that was a bad choice on the cities, but that's not my problem. But anyway, I called him Monday. I came out on Tuesday and met with the man, and we actually dug up where the water pipe comes out of the city and into the private owners. We picked up the water meter that was leaking on both sides, shall we say. He picked it up and he said, all you gotta do is just take this piece out and run a pipe in there. He said, you can do that yourself. You don't even need a plumber. I said, no, we're gonna get a plumber. So because we had been told that the units were not gonna be condemned, we took it upon ourselves. I think I loaned the homeowners association $12,500. And I think Rhonda and Frank Silver loaned them $7,500. And we did exactly what the city water department said to do. We hooked right into the city water pipe with a professional plumber. We went around, we hooked up meters to the ones that were safe and had new plumbing in them, which was 2 units, one of mine, one of Rhonda's. So we don't think we did anything wrong on the water department, because we did it under the supervision of the city water department. Now, whether or not we needed a permit, I don't know. The city website at the time said normal plumbing repairs do not need a permit. Now, it has changed since then, but I don't know what we did wrong then.